Hi, this is GHSA, and we are pleased to have with us John Hull from State Farm for our spotlight. John, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and a little bit about your organization?
Yeah, first I want to say thanks, Kerry, to you and GHSA for the opportunity to talk with you today. We've been a member since I think 2014 is when we joined, and we've just been absolutely elated at the relationship that we have with you all. John Hall, I'm a research manager here at State Farm, and I manage some vehicle technology and building technology research teams. State Farm's been around since 1922, so we're getting ready to celebrate our 100-year anniversary next year, so a lot of excitement and buzz about that. We were founded by G.J. Maherl back in 22, and he was a retired farmer and insurance salesman, and he had a vision for State Farm to really be there and operating fairly and do what's right for our customers. So we are a mutual company, which means that we have really kind of our obligation, not necessarily to the stockholders, but our decisions can be basically for the benefit of our customers. We started as a single line auto product company back in 22, but now we service over 100 products across 5 different lines of auto, fire, life, health, and business. We handle about 36,000 claims a day, so we get to continuously demonstrate our commitment to our policyholders. And you can get in contact or do business with State Farm online at statefarm.com, but we also have 19,000 agents across the country, so a lot of local presence.
Yeah, you guys certainly have a lot of presence, and I know we're looking forward to your centennial. What new initiative or technology are you working on to address a particular highway safety problem?
All right, so State Farm, we had our roots in the rural areas about 100 years ago. So we're actually this year coming up in 2022, partnering with GHSA to go back to those rural areas and look at transportation safety initiatives in rural environments. So when you think rural, maybe innovation and some of the newer technologies may not come to the forefront or make you think of that when you associate that with rural. But the reality of it is there's so much technology in every facet of the transportation industry right now. We think that the rural areas actually need a lot of attention and focus. That's what we're looking forward to in 2022 in partnership with GHSA. Outside our specific initiative too, our research group inside of State Farm spends a lot of time focusing on rural environments, looking at ADAS capabilities specific to rural environments. Lane keeping assist technology as an example is one that we've done a lot of research on. You look at lane keeping assist as an example, and it uses camera technology to find those lane lines and keeps your car in the middle of the lane. Well, in a rural environment, lane lines might not always be there, and in often cases probably not going to be there. So how does that car react? What does the driver do to adjust for that? Do they count on that technology? Do they understand when it's going to perform or not perform? So that's just one example that we're starting to really get into, is some of that awareness and education and what these technologies can mean in a rural environment. And that's just one example. So there's a lot of ADAS technologies that we're going to apply that kind of same methodology to. And then really, when it comes down to it, I mean, we're huge advocates of a lot of the ADAS technologies, especially automatic emergency braking as an example. But just trying to dig in and really understand how these new technologies become more prevalent on vehicles on the road. Again, back to what does that mean? What does that mean for driver awareness, education? Do they understand the uses of it? So yeah, that's what we're really digging into in 2022.
And we are excited to work with you on that rural project. But what is one thing you'd like for state highway safety offices to know about State Farm?
Yeah, State Farm. So we are a leader, and we have been a leader since we opened our doors in 1922 around motor vehicle safety and highway safety. So we belong to quite a few organizations and partnerships. So GHSA obviously is one of our great relationships, but we're also a founding member and participant in the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety that does a lot of vehicle research and safety technology research. The Advocates for Highway and Auto Safety, or Advocates, coalition of insurance, consumer safety, and law enforcement organizations. So we work with them a lot too, looking at federal and state level public policies. So yeah, I mean, we are just heavily engaged in a lot of different research topics. So you start talking child passenger safety, distracted driving, motorcycles, seatbelts, speed limits. We really are trying to advocate and find what are the safest versions of transportation out there. And so when it comes to really working back with some of the state highway safety offices, I just want to emphasize the fact that we're there. We're fighting the same fight as you, and we appreciate all you do. If there's opportunities for us to collaborate or provide some of our resources and services to help you, we're absolutely looking forward to those types of collaborations and opportunities.
I think that pretty much sums it up. Collaboration, right? That's key to what we're doing. So on behalf of GHSA, thank you for all of your support since 2014. Happy early birthday, I guess, centennial birthday to State Farm. And thank you for talking with us today, John.
Thank you for the opportunity, Kerry. I appreciate it.